Welcome to KP Law News. I have a news story here about the city of Little Rock putting up roadblocks for open records. This story comes from KARK News 4 out of Little Rock, and reporting on this story is Mitch McCoy. So here we go.
Little Rock to follow the law, more specifically the Freedom of Information Act.
Tonight, a community watchdog is waiting on documents now weeks late. Working for You's Mitch McCoy trying to get answers tonight.
Yeah, hello. The city receives thousands of public record requests every year. Arkansas law mandates the city to share those records within a certain time period. There are a few exceptions to that law, like maybe disciplinary records, but that's just not the case here. Valentine's Day, 1967.
It's a vital part of democracy.
Love was in the air for transparency as Governor Winthrop Rockefeller signed the Freedom of Information Act into law. Arkansas's Attorney General says the law makes it possible for citizens or their representatives to learn and to report fully the activities of their public officials. But 5 decades later, and at Little Rock City Hall,
Roadblock, roadblock, roadblock.
Jimmy Cavett, a community watchdog, says the city is falling short on transparency and following state law. Records reveal on July 22nd, Cavett asked specifically for all credit card statements related to Mayor Frank Scott Jr.'s travel. According to state law, those statements should have been sent immediately or at least within 3 business days. If the city needs more time to gather records, it must provide a date of when it will be available.
They sent me the notice that they would have them to me no later than August 2nd.
He said no problem on the delay, but when August 2nd came around,
Not only do I not get them, I get a very short email saying there's a further delay and it will be August 8th before I get them.
Cavitt's not alone.
Stay still. Everybody stay still and breathe, okay?
Last month, Working for You found Little Rock police never publicly disclosed a 2021 pursuit involving kids before the car crashed, killing a teenager. KRK wanted to know who knew what and when that night. Requests were sent to Little Rock Police and City Hall. LRPD responded timely, but our July 21st FOIA request for phone logs, emails, and texts with the mayor and other City Hall employees have yet to be released.
There's a problem somewhere in the process.
John Tall is an attorney. He's also an expert on the state's Freedom of Information Act, which is a Class C misdemeanor for people found violating the law. He calls the consistent delays concerning.
I frankly don't understand why the why the documents have not been provided.
There's only one reason to violate that law. Why wouldn't you say sure? If it's public record, you're entitled to it.
As Kevin waits on the credit card statements, he's calling for an investigation into how and why public records are getting harder and harder to get.
It reveals to me that they are hiding information.
After reaching out to the mayor's office for a comment, the city sent us an email about our request. Remember, we asked for the mayor's phone log, texts, and emails from around the time of that police pursuit. They told me there are no records, despite LRPD being able to give us phone logs of the former chief and assistant chief during the same time period, something we continue to go through. A spokesman for the mayor says the city is glad to discuss its FOIA process, but it won't participate in what they believe is a political attack. The Little Rock Board of Directors is scheduled to meet on Tuesday, and we will be there.
Well, that's the story. I guess the city of Little Rock and the police department are not being very transparent or just blatantly violating the open record laws. I don't know. Let me know down there in the comments section what you think. So everybody have a good day. KP Law News out.